Hello and welcome. This is my first video review for Grab the Games, and as it is the first one, I apologize if there are any technical issues. I'm looking today at the game The Harvest, published by Microsoft, and that's kind of strange, a PC game published by them. I thought they had given up. Anyway, I played it for a little while to get my bearings, and not so much, so what I'm going to show you will be also kind of fresh for me. It's a little like a Diablo game, but done in a science fiction setting. In the past, maybe you remember there was a game, Space Siege, which was supposed to be part of a Dungeon Siege franchise, but space, so that's probably a similar idea. Anyway, let's go to characters. As you can see, I have already some character created with a very inventive name, character. Anyway, for a second, let's have a look here. So here we can create a character. At the bottom we can choose kind of something like character class, and as you can see on the left there are 3 attributes. So strength, and here starts something strange. So strength influences the damage you do, and well, I don't know why. Yeah, so all of them are shooting. Okay, most of them, yeah, but still strength plays some role. Endurance is of course about health, etc. Agility is about things like dodging and your chance to hit. On the right we have a description of each class, and each class has 3 abilities. The first one is actually pretty similar for all of them, but the other 2 can be different. For example, this one can create a protective shield, or can get a speed boost, moving him faster than usual, as this one is pretty slow, and damaging the enemies. What's kind of strange, but at the same time at least a little different from your typical Diablo game, is that the abilities are invoked by clicking in a different way instead of some hotkeys or something like that. So we can double click on the character we see, we can shift click on the character, or double click on something else. Basically that's it. I'm going to choose this character, Raven. Mainly because this character nicely shows something that I would like this game to do differently. So it's, like a negative reason, but still. Okay, so let's create another one. Let's name him Car2, because I already have a character named Character. And let's start a single player game. As you can see here on the left, we have a choice of difficulties, but again, the same as in Diablo, you need to play through the game to choose a higher difficulty. So these are just for replays, to allow you to play with the same character and keep it fresh. But at the moment you can't do anything with the game to make it more or less difficult. And well, okay, no problem, let's start it. So it's loading, as you can see, with quite typical tip. I'm not sure, maybe the story develops later. To be honest, in games like that I usually don't think about the story that much, and I'm not going to pay that much attention to it. So it's basically about, going and killing stuff. So here we are. Now maybe maybe I just don't know how to do things, but I couldn't find any way to zoom out. So as you can see, it's pretty close zoom, and because we are shooting, well, that kind of makes it rather strange. Now another thing, here is a door. Okay, yeah, that's the bit I played through, and we're going to need to open it. Here is terminal that allows us to open the door, but I can't do anything with it. So I go to the door. Okay, and they tell me that I need to access the terminal, which I tried to do a second ago. I couldn't. Now I can do it, right? So as you can see, Okay, that's just the first impression, but the game looks really linear. I can't do anything differently to the way they designed it. Alright, so let's... Okay, and we can see something to kill. I just click, yeah, and my character shoots. And this is exactly like Diablo, so I click on the enemy. In a game when there is a lot of shooting, I would actually prefer to move the character with the keyboard and aim with the mouse. Even if it's third-person view, this works in quite a few games quite well. Here, no. So this character is kind of something like a scout, is able to run quite fast, at least compared to other characters. But it still means that if I want to keep him out of harm's way, I need to, stop shooting, run away, shoot again, and run away, and so on. So this is like playing, I don't know, a rogue or a mage in a fantasy setting. Also, okay, we'll notice this probably in a moment, the range of the weapons, at least the ones I have at the moment, is not too great. So it's shooting, but kind of close to melee combat. Anyway, so we're clicking on our character to invoke the ability, and as you can see, this allows us to destroy the doors. And here we have some evil, whoever he is, villain. Yeah, okay. But no, we are not going to fight him. We just have a lot of small monsters. I actually quite like the way they are marked when I hover the cursor over them. This makes it really clear who I'm shooting at. But this, running away, shooting for a second, because I can't run too far, as well, the weapon's range is small, and also yeah, exactly, and also the zoom is really close. So that's pretty annoying, at least to me. By the way, I really like the minimap with all the hexes. Sadly, well, they are just on the minimap, but it looks quite nice and gives you a way to measure distance nicely. Okay, so let's assume that, yeah, the red dots are enemies. Let's double click on one, and yeah, okay, so now he's fighting for me. Not very effectively, but got killed. Okay. I would like to know, okay, for a very short while, I was curious if I'm going to get experience for that one. Anyway, as you can see, this is basically it. So the health, as I hope you can see right on the left, is regenerating quite fast, even though the character is not very proficient in this area. So although it is quite possible to get killed, if you just stay out to fight for a while, all is fine. Okay, we have gained a level, so let's see what's that about. Okay, so we have, like we mentioned before, right, we have strength, endurance, agility, and we can add 5 points, which is like in every Diablo game since Diablo 1, right? 5 points for attributes. Anyway, it's not a bad number. Okay, the agility is high, but the chance to hit is still pretty low, so I'm going to put something here. Okay, it's like 1 per 1. No, even less. Okay, there are no tooltips, so I can't, those of us who like to be really precise and know what changes what, well, I can only do it by signing points and seeing how many I need to get another one. Okay, yeah, so let's add 1 as it boosts the to hit by 1, and let me put the rest into strength, as that was the lowest ability of the character. Okay, at the top we have some more buttons. Yeah, okay, let's apply changes. So here we have equipment, which is actually like augments. So I'm assuming it's, well, it augments the special suit he's wearing. What else can we do here? Okay, we have some currency and... Okay, we can even purchase something here, so that would mean we don't really need to go to a vendor or something. We have map, which I can scroll holding left mouse button. Notes. No notes, interesting. Why? There is some. Yeah, like we remember from the diary, there is some silly quest to do. Alright. Okay. By the way, here are the options, which are quite simplistic, but we can decide the size of the minimap, whether we want it, you know, showing damage numbers, bars, and so on. So pretty useful things, but not that many. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the game. So our character is now level 2, and let's tread on. I have no idea where I should go, so I'm just going the direction of the arrow, which I'm guessing the green arrow, yeah, is pointing me to the quest target. Okay, as you can see, I'm not trying to minimize damage I get, because this running away is very tedious, and since I'm regenerating health anyway, who cares, right? Okay. Yeah. So far, no monster has dropped anything else except for 2 things. So I'm just getting points which I can spend. This is quite logical, as it seems you can buy things on the run. By the way, yeah, I tried to hypnotize or whatever. Oh, okay, somebody dropped healing potion. I'm trying to use the ability sometimes, but the double click is not that intuitive for me. By the way, I said potion because, well, what can I say? It is a science fiction game, but I really feel that I'm playing, you know, Diablo. And, okay, shooting at turrets that don't shoot back. Great. Everybody loves a challenge. Okay, so... Alright, burrowing. Okay, and we had a checkpoint. Alright, by the way, my earlier short playthrough shows that checkpoints are the only saves. Of course, if you exit, the character is saved. So, again, I hope you're not too annoyed by the comparisons, but this is like Diablo 2 in this respect. Alright, do I do anything with it? Okay, no, I don't. Okay. Alright, so let's check the unknown signal. We have secondary objective. Okay, so the green arrow is still primary, but now the blue one is showing the secondary objective. Let's check it out. Can I enter this? No, I can't. This is just decoration. Okay, and again some turrets. Let's see if they shoot. So I'm not... Yeah, they do. But, you know, they were constructed by somebody who assumed they really need to think of a turret that has a shorter range than pistols. So yeah, I can shoot at them without being shot at. Wonderful. That's very exciting. Alright, and yet another level, okay. And yet another 5 points. Okay, so let's boost... Okay, that's nice. At least every point does something. Let's boost strength again, and let's boost endurance again. Well, not again, actually, the first time. Anyway, I'm leaving agility as it was. And that's it. Alright. I would prefer the leveling up process to add some skills or, you know, something like that. Attributes are great, of course, and allow you to customize the character, but well, what can I say? Oh, I didn't try one more ability. Okay, so next time we encounter some monster, we'll do that. Okay, so bullets are not enough to destroy structures. Okay, so that's a strange thing they wanted me to find, and I'm assuming the only thing I can do is to destroy it. So let's try this. Worked on a door before? Nope. Or maybe one more time? Yeah, okay, it's working. Alright. Okay, yeah, so we're destroying communication arrays. So what was the talk about, you know, being strange? Okay, so that was supposed to be bullet time. And it's not that really interesting. I hope it would do something much more. I don't know, like, you know, slowing down some visuals or something. Not really. Okay, by the way, the game doesn't look that bad, of course. I personally really like the game Dinskers, which is very nice and has some fresh ideas, but looks terrible. This looks slightly better, but still it is very, very dated in visuals compared to the rest. And to be honest, there is not that much tactics to this gameplay, so at least having some pretty visual effects would be helpful, would make it more interesting. Anyway, okay, so we have quite a lot of red points, quite a lot of enemies, but let's check the boxes, and maybe something I was waiting for. Maybe we can buy something. Okay, alright, so I think I found this helmet, actually, I just bought it. And it adds armor. And probably, okay, that's the only thing I can do here. And yeah, so that's armor 85. And again, I don't see any details here, so I have no idea what armor does. Is it like, you know, just subtracted from the damage I get? Is it percentage? I don't know. So part of the fun of games like this, so developing character and planning and, you know, working with numbers, well, hard to say. Can be probably done here. Alright, so yeah, Harvest Digger sounds interesting. Let's find it and destroy it. Okay, we can see it on the minimap. Let's use the little critter to help us. Yeah, okay. So here's the Harvest Digger. And okay, we're going to stun them. Okay. Not much I can say about the artificial intelligence here. I mean, very rarely in games like that the enemies are brilliant. But as you can see, they are just following me, using the shortest path, and each using their maximum speed. So we get a cluster of enemies, which I guess I can use. Okay. Yeah, the energy is not... Okay. Right, I should have more now, so maybe I can now shoot somebody. Alright, okay, let's do it like that. Let's leave those guys, and let's see if we can blow up this one. So again, I'm assuming that ability would be useful. By the way, how can I know how much energy I need to do this jump? So that's another useful information that the game is hiding from me. Okay, maybe now? Yeah, now I can. Okay, and it's still working? No, so it's like 40? Seems so. Alright. Okay, so you can wait with me until we... Okay, 35 should be enough. Alright. Alright, so we destroyed it. Okay guys, I think I'll stop here. To be honest, I think you can guess that I'm not particularly impressed. I mean, it tries to follow the standard formula. It doesn't deviate from this in any way. Well, aside from minimap, which, like I said, I really like and makes sense. Precise position of enemies, and you can see, right, this is bigger, it takes 3 hexes, that's nice. But that's a tiny little thing. So character development is really basic. There is some nice idea to limit the way you need to use the keyboard, so the ability is done with double clicking on different things. That's kind of nice. You can really play this game with just one hand. But all of this is really nothing. So visually it doesn't impress. Maybe there is some great story farther on, but like I said, this is not a type of game people usually play for that. And the gameplay itself is something that has been simply done to death. Making it science fiction is just not enough to making it terribly interesting. So, well, I'm curious what you think about this. Thank you for watching. My name is Mikołaj, and that was a short recording about The Harvest. Thank you very much.